Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here in Rotorua, New Zealand. It's the day after the 2017 Tarawera Ultramarathon. I'm with women's third place finisher Cecilia Flori.
Hey.
Hi, I'm just meeting you for the first time now. Congratulations on your third place yesterday.
Thank you.
To be entirely honest, I am surprised by your third place. Are you surprised by it?
I'm very surprised. I didn't expect it at all, considering the field and the other female top athletes. I would have thought maybe top 10, but definitely not third place. They're not that close to maximum. Yeah, I surprised myself.
So this is my first experience meeting you, and this is also I Run Far's first interview with you. So we want to know, who are you? What's your background in running and sports?
Okay, so my running career is not very long. So
Okay.
I started just over 2.5 years ago, and I did a half marathon as a just introduction to running. After training just 2 weeks, I did the half marathon and it went really well, and I decided that I really liked running. I was a climber before, so I stopped climbing and just ran. And then I did a 50 mile, I think the same year or the year after, some months in between. And that went really well. I got third place, and I realized I really liked running trails and long distance. And then I did my first ultra was in October 2016, Taupo, 100k, and I won that one. And this is my second 100k.
And so, to be fair, like before doing trail races, you did a half marathon and any other road races before that?
I did a 10k.
Okay.
Those were my only 2 road races.
So where do you get your athletic ability from? Did you do things as a kid, or?
When I was a kid, I did play basketball. I did synchronized swimming, but I stopped everything around the age of 13 and didn't do sports at all until I started climbing in 2011. So I did quite a lot of climbing for 3 years, but no, that's about it.
So I guess what is going through my head in listening to you is that you probably have an incredible amount of unrealized potential in sports.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so you are Italian by birth, but you've lived around the world as an adult. Mm-hmm. What is your life like outside of running? What do you do, and where have you lived?
I've lived in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
For in total 6 years, I think.
Okay.
So I did undergraduate and master's there. Then I lived in Germany for 3.5 years. Quite liked in Berlin. That's a very nice city, by the way. The chance is very nice.
FYI.
And then I lived in Canada. That's actually where I started realizing I really liked the outdoors in Canada.
Okay. And where in Canada was that?
Near Toronto, in Ontario.
And that's where you ran your first trail race at
that
the
was
North
my
Face
first trail race,
50 Mile, Ontario.
Yeah.
And did you say you came in third place
Third
there?
woman, yeah.
Just amble in onto the podium.
Well, I didn't know when I arrived. They told me, oh, by the way, you're third. No, that's not possible.
So I think you're pretty smart. You're a theoretical physicist, and you work on quantum gravity.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of stuff that most normal people learn about in some movies and stuff. So can you talk about what you do for work in a way that normal people like me will understand?
Well, so in a summary, quantum gravity is a theory that tries to combine 2 different theories. One that deals with very big objects, which is general relativity, and one that deals with very small objects, which is quantum theory. And they try to so for black holes, for example, you need both theories, and they seem incompatible. And so those are the problems they're trying to solve: how to make a bigger theory which makes sense of the big world and the small world. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And this is what has brought you now to New Zealand.
Yeah.
You said before we started this interview that you've lived here for about a year.
Yeah.
And so where do you work and what are you working on?
So right now I'm a lecturer at the University of Waikato in Hamilton. And I'm in the maths department. I kind of shifted slightly.
Okay.
And
Gonna work on equations for a while?
So what I'm trying to do at the moment is try to express quantum theory with a different type of maths, which is quite different from what they use nowadays to express the theory, and it seems that you can solve some problems from the theory using this different type of math. So I'm getting some results, which is good. Quite happy with it.
Is this a project that you plan to be working on for some amount of time, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like a lifetime?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's an entire different route of research. And there are not many people working on it, which is good, so I kind of can do it.
Yeah. Do you, are you working on it with a few other people at the university there, or?
The university, no, other collaborators internationally.
Got it. So does what that mean for trail running, that you're going to be integrated into the New Zealand trail running community now? So last year, I believe you ran the Taupo 100K, which is just a little bit south of here, and you won it in a time that Grant Guys, who's a friend of Iron Far, described to us as a time that he would have been happy running. And
I was 7 minutes behind him. He actually got scared because at one point he turned around and he saw me. Oh my God! So he had to increase his pace.
It's so funny how women's running times are so influential of what men and ultimately end up doing in races.
Yeah.
So now you're sponsored by Ultra Running.
Yeah.
Are you going to, I don't know, kind of commit yourself to the experience of training and racing, or is it going to be sort of a side project to life?
Oh, I would like to commit as much as I can, because I think I'm quite good at it.
Yeah, I think you're quite good at it too.
And I like to see how far I can go, because admittedly it is just not even 3 years. So I do good training, but I noticed even just my second 100K I've improved. So I think I could improve more. So I would like to race more of this kind of races, so fast 100Ks, and see how far I can go, really.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's race. We watched you at several different points along the course the Iron Far team did, and all day long you were just kind of right there in it, like third, fourth position early, and then third position later on. You said as we were getting ready to do this interview that you felt great, like from the start.
Yeah, I really like running, so as soon as I start running I'm in a happy place. I get a grin on my face. I just like it. And I felt quite strong. I started off faster than I thought I would. I wasn't looking at my watch, I was just going by feeling, and I felt good. And then I realized, I'm doing sub 5Ks. That's a little fast. I kept it. And so the good thing of this race is because of the competition, I thought, I'm just going to give as much as I can, because the other people running fast and it's motivating. And if I burn out, then I know my limit.
Right.
But I didn't, so it was good.
It has to be somewhat unusual for you in this situation to not have a ton of experience in these long distances and to be like, well, I'm going to run fast and I'm going to try it and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was a bit funny because I decided at the last moment to entirely change my nutrition. Because I couldn't, normally I have energy bars. I was going faster than I thought and I couldn't, so I just had gels. It seemed to work.
There you go.
So I learned that as well. Gels seem to work.
Try it and it works. Keep doing it, I suppose. At what point my question should be, did you ever turn on a competitive side to you and say, I want to fight for the highest, most position I can?
Well, when I don't remember what point someone told me I'm fourth. I said, that's good. And they told me that the third woman wasn't far ahead.
Okay.
And so I put up the pace. I saw a woman and I realized, that's her. And I overtook and I just went for it for quite a bit to increase the gap, and then I hold it.
And where was that at?
I think they told me at Okitaina, that's when they told me.
So 40 kilometers
Yeah.
in.
And so at that point I said, okay, I'll try for third. And then they told me, because I increased the gap, so I decreased the gap with the second place. And for a fraction of a second, I know maybe I could take second place. And there was a point which Magdalene did stop and I overtook her, but then she ran behind me for quite a bit and then she just took off. And I tried. I mean, at the end, if it wasn't for Magdalene, I wouldn't have been doing sub 5Ks.
Okay.
Because I was trying to just keep with her.
Okay.
That was good.
And at that, where exactly was that point where you came across her, passed her, and then she
Just
passed you
before
back?
the loop of despair.
Okay. So this is like, the loop of despair starts at about 80K?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was still feeling good.
You
I
were still
almost did the
feeling
loop
good.
of despair twice by accident, so that's how good I was.
Really? You came out of it and
I started going the other way.
did you know at any time like who Magda is and how talented she is?
Yes, that's why I was a little, I just couldn't believe that I was even keeping up with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever think to yourself, I'm with an Olympic marathoner, am I gonna like just blow my top
Yes.
entirely?
Yes.
But you just thought to yourself, I don't have anything to lose, why
Yeah.
not?
No, I said I'll see how far I can go. There were moments where I thought, okay, maybe a little bit slower, but then I thought, oh, whatever, if I don't finish, then I know the limit.
Yeah.
So no, there were
Yeah.
moments, because you have ups and downs, and in the downs you try and
Yeah.
get a little bit freaked out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the loop of despair, which takes place between about 80 and
That's a very
85K.
appropriate name.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough loop. It's at a tough point in a 100K race. Like, did you have any moments of true despair?
I had moments where I just slowed down and walked some uphills and I thought,
Okay.
I can't do this, I can't do that. And then I said, no, come on, snap out of it. One foot in front of the other, and then
Okay.
it goes away. You just keep going. Doesn't matter if you walk, just keep going.
You were absolutely hammering when you came across the line. Like, you were giving it down the final straightaway. Is that your style? Like, you just go for it?
Yeah, I normally finish in a sprint, which I'm not sure if I could have gone a little faster or I just do it kind of, I get excited. I get very excited when I do the finish line and I sprint. Yeah, even a Taupo sprinted, yeah.
Okay. You now face like the wide world of trail running. Like, it's kind of an interesting position for you to be in. Do you have any plans for the rest of the year? Have you been thinking like the last, I don't know, 24 hours about, wow, maybe I should
Only
like...
the 24 hours. Before, no, I just wanted to do Tarawera.
Okay.
Last 24 hours, yeah. And I'm asking around what trails which are similar as in speed to this one that I
Sure.
just did. The fast 100K where I think there are quite a few in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there are quite a few.
So what you're saying is we might see you
Yeah,
in
hopefully.
Iron Far's home country?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular or still thinking?
So they suggested Lake Sonoma?
Yeah, Lake Sonoma
Lake
in
Sonoma,
April.
sorry, yeah. That might be a little bit too soon, but maybe.
Okay.
And the North Face Endurance Challenge in California.
The 50 miler in December?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one that Magdalene won, I don't remember.
The Western States 100.
No, another one.
What else?
I don't
Well,
remember the name now.
okay. What else has she won? The Canyon 100K? Yeah. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure watching you race yesterday. And yeah, it would be great to see you race on Iron Far's home terrain or out there in the wide competitive world of trail running.
Yeah, I think I'd like to because you really get pushed to places that you don't know you could reach. I like that.
I think maybe you might like that as an overall life process.
Yeah.
Like studying something that has no answers yet.
Yeah, it's very similar though, trail running with research, because you're faced with another 100k or a big problem, and you have to plan it, both of them, and you
Yeah.
have to take steps at the time, and there are low points in both, because you might throw away loads of research or have a low point in the race and just have to keep going.
So today, finishing your experience at Tarawera, you're headed to the Loop of Despair and studying. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to keep going.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you so much.